What up? What up? What up? What's going on, guys? Devil's Advocate. What's going on, man? Hey, what's my opinion on SAR 9? You're talking about that bad boy right there? Yeah, really nice gun. That's my opinion. Uh, Something that you can get on the budget for $300, and it's a really nice and very reliable gun. Yeah, SAR 9. Megan Nixon, what's going on? What is up? What's going on? How you doing? I decided to connect on the live stream for a little bit to see if I can get some people on it. 189? Jesus, man, you gotta snatch that. Don't look, yeah. Cheap broke boy. Oh, I'm sorry, man. We got a rich kid on the live. All right. Yeah. So going back to the Funtucky live. $189 on PSA. Palmetto State Armory. Yeah, really a good price for that pistol. Oh wow. Semi. That's really bad, brother. Really bad. The Sir Armory and more say hello. How you doing, man? What's up? What's up? How you guys doing? Are you guys are tired going shopping with the wife or just going around shopping? You guys broke or not yet? Then police took my extended max. Oh, that's shitty as hell. You gotta watch out for those guys, man. They see your stuff like candies. Is that a Glock 34? No, it's not a Glock 34. Let me show you. Let's see if I can get some light here. I got a 17, 49, 48, 19 Generation 4, 19 Generation 5, and 19X. Oh, really? Let me see. Yeah, man, you're always gonna have those guys going around the, you know. It takes more time to comment something bad than saying something good, or just if you don't like it, just pass the page, man. You know, there's a bunch of crazy guys in live streaming right now. So if you don't like guns, hey, just flip the page. That's a broke boy. Oh man, yeah, we got a troll. Hey, let the haters hate, okay? Let the haters hate. For all you guys watching the video right now, I'm just gonna ask you please to subscribe and support the Second Amendment and the gun tubers, because YouTube doesn't give us a lot of love. Okay, we get a lot of restrictions on YouTube to do what we like, right? And share this with you guys. So please, please, please subscribe. If not, then double tap the screen, so I can get those likes and my videos can be watched a little bit more. They call it algorithm. I will be more impressed with an ammo showcase. Why? Why you want to see ammo? You want to see my case right there? Full of ammo, bro. Full of ammo. Be honest. Here does your wallet. Just yeah. I mean, I know some of you guys have better guns, and better stuff. This is my humble collection throughout the years. Okay, that's my recent purchase right there. Yeah, I can't wait to test it. Yeah, probably next week I'm going to do it. I just got knee surgery like a month ago, and I feel better. So probably next week I'm gonna be testing that one. But first, right, to save the trip, I'm going to wait for the parts for my Mac 5, which is the same model as MP5. I'm waiting for the handguard rail to come on the mail, and the brace mount. Yeah, once I get that, I'm gonna be testing that one too. I was working on yesterday. I give her a good cleanup, took all the grease off, disassemble it, put it back together so I can understand the gun, better. And took those magazines and, you know, give them a little fix before I go to the range. Supposedly SAR is going to release the 724. 724 it's the states this coming year. It's basically SP01 but fancier. Yeah, they have some guns, pistols very similar to the CCs. Yeah. But SARs, I mean, they're pretty good pistols. I trust my life on that SAR. Yeah. Especially that I understand the gun. I tweak it, I change the trigger, all the springs inside. Yeah. Polish the RAM, do a bunch of shit on it. So I do understand my gun. How much does an extended run you back? What do you mean? How much money, or I don't understand the question. Love the 1911, man, beautiful. Yeah, I have a Kimber right there. I'm not a 1911 guy, but that's my baby. I changed some parts, tweak it a little bit. I put a rail on it, a permanent rail. Yeah, I like that gun. That's the lightweight edition. And here I have another 1911, but this one is a double stack. It's kind of like a 2011. That one is a 10 millimeters from Rock Island. And this one, I did a lot of modifications on it. I wish I can show you guys how that rack looks like. Very soft. You cannot even hear any parts moving. Yeah, I understand, Salty, Python. But you know, there's obviously other guys that have better guns and more expensive guns. That's so my collection is pretty much a humble collection compared with those guys. Yeah, and it will be bigger, you know, if I don't take the time, you know, to put the lights and all the optics on it, you know, because pretty much in optics you spend more money than sometimes than the actual gun cost. You know, extended magazine, lights. You know, a short fire light can cost you over $200, close to $300, if not over $300. Plus an optic, sometimes it's like $300 to $400. Extended mag, and any piece of aluminum will cost you more than $60. So that's what I'm saying. You know that if I don't take the time to do the additions on the guns, I'll probably gonna have will have more guns. That's what I recommend some guys. Hey, they ask me, hey, how can I get a collection like you? Well, you can get better than me if you just, you know, get your everyday carry, put a nice optic, a nice light, a nice holster, and then start buying guns without doing modifications. And then later on, when you get 10, 15 guns, then you start doing the modification. But if you start doing modification for each gun, it's gonna take you a while to grow up a collection. What's going on, guys? Please subscribe to my channel. Give me some love, okay? Let me go around the block. That's my recent purchase right there. Um, I I was looking at the reviews on YouTube, online, and pretty much some of the parts are made in the same factory. That's a Mac 5. It's not the Mac 5K. It's a regular size barrel. So pretty much it's a copy of the MP5, Mac 5. So it's chambered 9 millimeters. I'm waiting for the rail system, which is the handguard that runs in the top with a Picatinny rail. Actually, in the top right here, it's gonna be M-lock, and then after the handguard right here, it's gonna be all Picatinny rail. I'm gonna put a 1913 in the back and the Strike Industries foldable stabilizer um, brace. And later on, I'm gonna change all the lower for a super safety or FRT, which is gonna cost a little bit more. But I want to test the gun first to see if the gun's runs reliable, and then go for those internal modifications. I already have some parts coming in. I ordered the extractor spring, and all the parts from HK to replace those parts. But like I said, I opened the gun already, polish all the parts, inspect all the parts, and took all the grease and the dirt from the gun. There you go. Look at that baby right there. That's a cream cup, chambered in 7.62 by 39. I still have some modifications to do, but I'm gonna get a Midwest rail system, and I'm probably gonna get a triangle foldable brace. I don't remember the brand right now, but it's made of metal. It's like $100, something like that. So, Victor Hernandez, I ordered the Stanley Magazine base plate pad. You told me about for Rock Island Armory 10 millimeters, and I can't wait. Yeah, I mean mine. I already test mine, and mine is working pretty good. If you have any questions, just let me know, brother, and I will help you out. Okay? Yeah, that one right there was one of my first builds. It's an old Spy Tactical lower. You have a JP spring and the buffer spring. Yeah, it's not breaking the bank, but it's an excellent shooting gun. 7.5 inches barrel. But this one here is my baby. I can't wait to put a binary trigger or an FRT. I mean, the trigger is good, spring is good, everything is good. It's a delay blowback system from Nexus. So I replaced the whole entire upper and bowl. So the whole system is changed. This thing has barely in any recoil. Any recoil. Yeah, you see those bolts right there? Let me see if I can get my. There you go. You see those bolts right there? Those are bearings inside the upper receiver. The system is badass, man. So I mean, it's like I would say like $700 upgrade, but worth every penny because you know the CC is made of all plastic. Right there, I have a bullpup that was actually my second shotgun long time ago when the bullpups, came in the market and were the hot shit. They were like $600-700, and now they're like $300-400. Had a lot of problems with it, but it's working pretty good now. 7.62, right? If you know, if you had done any builds from 7.62 by 39, you know it takes a little bit of time to get them running good, okay? But I recommend 100%, right, to get Duramax, okay? That's the only mags that are gonna work. The other ones, you're gonna have fitting problems and they're not gonna work good, okay? Get an H2, H3 buffer from Armor Spec or a JP spring, all right? Get rid of that regular buffer spring with a regular spring. That's my recommendation. And get an enhanced firing pin, extended firing pin, okay? Bolt action 308, that's a Mossberg Patriot Predator. Pretty good. And then down here, guys, I have one of my last cheap builds. This one is from Bird Creek Arsenal. I think the upper receiver cost me like $200. It's a 7.62 by 39, 7.5 inches. All right. I took everything apart, inspect every item on it, every bolt on it. When I got it, took it to the wrench, and it was not working good. So I changed not the entire BCG, but the front part, the bolt, and put a better bolt. And I had so the firing pin pretty much was not painting the primers. So I got an extended firing pin, enhanced firing pin, which is working good now. Like I say, Duramag magazines are the best and the only ones that are gonna work. And throw a compensator. It comes with a compensator, but it's not that good. And I put an Armor Spec H2 on it, and this thing is running flawless. Okay. Then down here, shotguns. Please subscribe, guys. Subscribe. You have an AK-19? No, I do not have an 18 AK-19. You have a 50 BNG? No, not yet. Not yet. Um, yeah, I'll go into that one now. Okay. So Remington 870. That's a 18 inches barrel. You have a case rail. There you go. Beretta A300 Ultima Patrol. Really good shotgun. Really good. I already did my upgrades on it. Have a chisel. Yeah, this shotgun is ready to go. Ready to go. Yes, yes, you're right, 100%. 100%. And this is Funky. The only issue with the Bird Creek upper is that they usually iron gas correctly from the factory. Yes. Just Stanley Welding works, adjustable gas block, and it's flawless now. Yeah. So you're right, you're right. And plus, if you already, went through the upper, none of the bolts have any type of thread locker. Bolts are loose. So pretty much when you get that upper receiver, you have to inspect the whole thing. Just take it apart, make sure everything have torque, everything good to go, you know, and then test the gun. No, I don't have a Ruger 1022, but the only, I mean, I don't see me getting a 22, but I'm going to buy a 22. It's in my list. It's gonna be a HK MP5 chamber in 22. So pretty much a plinker with a 16-inch barrel. Have you ever had to paint a gun Cerakote black yourself? No, no. But I did use Duracoat, which is one step down from Cerakote. It's very durable paint. That one right there, you know, that rifle right there, the top part is painted with Duracoat, and it's CLP proof or any gun um, cleaning proof. Okay, and I'm telling you, this thing has like 10 years already, like 8 years, and you can see from close distance there's a couple of scratches, but nothing is peeling. Duracoat is easy to paint, and this one is painted on Duracoat too. I have a video about this one. I stripped the whole gun, stripped to the metal inside and out. All right, the paint that I had before, it was very nasty, but you guys can tell that it came out pretty good. Okay, even I'm rocking that state safety up and down, and it hasn't hit the metal yet. Okay, but Duracoat, you can get a spray can for $60. If you are painting a long gun, it's good for the long gun. Now for short pistols, I would say pistols, I don't fully recommend Duracoat because it's gonna be in and out of that holster. Yeah, I need all of them and more. That's 100% true. Can't wait. I need more. But like I say, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, support my channel, support the gun community and the Second Amendment. All right, if you don't know, I'm just gonna tell you now. YouTube is not a supporter of Second Amendment or the gun community. Okay. If I touch one of these guns during live, or they think that I touched one, my video is gonna be taken down in a heartbeat. Okay. But you see a lot of crackheads doing crazy shit on YouTube. You know, I don't care. But we are, you know, actually doing good things, and they just don't support us. Muhammad, what's going on? How you doing? Don't call me sir, man. I know for you're trying it for respect, but what's going on? How you doing? I feel like a sir now. All right, there you go. That, like I said, that's my recent purchase. The next purchase is gonna be um, a Springfield M1A, the SOCOM version, which is the tactical version of the M1A. I want that one, and then the HK MP5 in 22. Okay. That's my favorite gun right there. From all the guns, that's my favorite one. Okay. Not the Shadow 2, which is a better shoot, but the 75 SP01. All right. I love the gun. I don't want to even put a red dot sight on it. I love the shape of the gun. It's so, I don't know. I love it. I love that gun with the carbon fiber grips. Man, I don't know. That PID looks nice in there. Looks nice. Go with the shape of the gun. Yep. Really nice. That's a P0 P10F. My bad, P10F. It's an excellent gun. Excellent. The P10F. ZC Shadow 2. Nice shooting gun, bro. Nice shooting gun. What's my favorite EDC? Well, I have a couple guns like that. They are good for EDC, like the SP01. I know I have a long magazine on it, but that's the medium size. I carried this gun for a while, and I trust it with the shorter magazine, the 15 round. Obviously, that extended is gonna be an additional mag, but all right, but then that one right there, Canic are excellent guns too. The TP9 subcompact. Obviously, we're not with that extended. That's just to show you guys, right? But it's gonna be with the shorter because it's better concealable. But lately, I've been using the Glock 48. Right, so I'm between the 48. Depends how I'm dressing that day. Obviously, like I said, it's not gonna be with the standard. It's gonna be with the flush magazine or my favorite for so many years, the Glock 19 MOS. Yeah, that's my baby right there. My baby. Everything inside is from factory. You don't need to change anything from factory in a Glock if it's gonna be your EDC. This one is not my EDC, so I changed a couple of things on it, right? That's a Glock 17 MOS, and it's an excellent gun too. But for conceal, it's gonna be that one with a flush magazine. That's my favorite. I have the 19. 19 is an excellent gun too, but I prefer that one. What about you guys? What is your favorite gun? If you carry a gun, what is your everyday carry? Just dropping down the comments. What is your everyday carry? Let me know. You guys ask questions and I answer the questions. Now, you know, let me know what you carry. It doesn't matter what you carry, but let me know. That was one of my favorite guns for so many years too. The SFX, Conic TP9, SFX. Yeah, I did so much shit on it. And that one too, the P229. That one is chamber and 357 SIG. And then the P320, the grenade gun. I recently put a safety on it, the manual safety. And I'm gonna be doing the same one with the 40. That one is a 40 Smith and Wesson. Sorry, but I don't trust it that much. Even nothing happens to me. I did everything that YouTube put that gun through it, and mine is good. My EDC is the SAR 9CX with an 83 green dot sight. Yeah, I mean 83 are good. I have that 83 right there. Actually, my daughter's. I gave my daughter my Taurus G3, and it has an 83 uh, red dot sight. But that 83 is not expensive, and that has been in so many shotguns. In all my shotguns, that little girl right there has been. I'm still holding zero, and it have a long battery life too. But if you want to go for a good, uh, I mean, everybody's gonna say Holosun. I do have a bunch of Holosuns, you know, several of my guns. But if you want to go for something that is not gonna break the bank, you can look this up on Optic Planet. Viridian, Viridian, the RFX 35. It has a big window. It's a green dot, and it's not gonna break the bank. All right, it's an excellent red dot, green dot. I mean, yeah. And actually, I have their lights too. There you go. If you want to save space in your gun, getting an angle grip, and the light, that's the one right there. It has a 2000 lumens and a green laser. And believe me when I say these guys are experts in what they do. That green dot, green laser, that's what they do, green lasers. So everything they do is green, all right? It's a rechargeable light. It's a magnet, so you can connect the magnet. It actually comes with the battery charger, which is that right there, that you can connect the magnet, or you can connect it straight to the USB. And once you grab that gun, that magnet is gonna be falling off and the light's gonna be fully charged. Yeah, I like it so much that I have a couple. Look how clean it looks like in my Chris Beck. No cables, just one grip, one light. That's it. Clean. Yeah. I'm thinking about, but I have, I don't know. Let's see. So once I get my rail system, I'm gonna test that light in here to see how it feels, right? But I don't think it's not that I don't like the light. I love the light. It's just that it's not going with the MP5 shape or look. So how you guys doing? You guys went shopping yesterday, Black Friday. Any deals on guns? Any deals on gun parts? Anything that we, you know, gun addicts need to know that, we have not seen yet? Any good prices online on stuff for the guns? Come on, share, guys. Share. Yeah, MP5 and 9 millimeters. Yes. Well, this one is a Mac 5, but it's the same crap. Same crap. Some of the parts are even made in the same factory. Yeah, AR-15s, I know them. Yeah. Actually, I got my lowers, my Idle Precision lowers from them. Yeah, they sometimes they have some good prices, man, especially for AR-15 parts. You're about to hit a gun show tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, good luck. But I don't go to the gun shows anymore because they are so expensive, man. They want to sell you the stuff like overpriced. Sometimes you can find some good stuff, but most of the time, unbranded ARs, and they sell it to you like like it's a Daniel Defense. So that's why I recommend you 100% to get your lower, receive it as orders, so you can build whatever you want, a rifle or a pistol, or a rifle with several upper receivers. You know, AR, AR, you can do a bunch of shit with the AR, man. LCP Max 199 SS Slide, damn. Where? Yeah, the ARs. How many calibers you can have an AR? See, you guys know something about it. Just drop it in the comments. How many calibers you can have in one low receiver, in one multi-cal low receiver? How many calibers you can run? Let me know. Fun, yeah, Funtucky, you are 100% right. 100% right. There's a time that I used to buy Anderson. I used to go to any gun store or any pound shop, and they got these Anderson lower receivers for like 50, $60, and you can build whatever you want from that lower. You know, it's so ridiculous. You know, sometimes people like talk shit about your gun because you have an Anderson low receiver, or it's not something branded that costs 300, $400, right? But 80% lower that you know finish at your house is way, you know, maybe more out of spec than a cheap lower from Anderson that you can buy from the gun store for $50 or $60, right? Well, used to, because they are not on on the market anymore. Yeah, I know you probably were commenting about that already. $25? Damn, I'm going straight to that page when I finish here, guys. Yeah, I'm going straight to that page. Because what the lower do? Carry the trigger, the buffer tube, all the force is in the upper receiver. If you ask me, you know, what the military use when they have their M4s. All right, regular army doesn't use expensive AR-15s or M4s. They use the cheap ass shit and the cheapest ass shit bolt. BCGs, and triggers are the worst, and they work. That is a DY9 budget Glock clone, 299 at Turner's. Nice. Yeah, there's so many options, man. Especially on these days, you know, Black Friday and over this weekend, you can find so much good stuff, you know. And it's good that you guys are sharing here. I always share with everybody, man. You know, I don't lost anything with any somebody have a question and I know the answer. There's no need to hold it, you know. Just spit it out, help people. Yeah, I know. They can be going. Yeah. The only thing that I don't do, I know you can build a Glock clone for $250, but the only thing that I don't do in my Glocks is to change the slide or the lower. All right. I mean, once you start changing shit on your Glock, it's not a Glock anymore. So that is my opinion. That's why I try to not touch my Glocks. But the other guns, I don't care. Uh, I violate all the rules with them. Change pretty much a lot of stuff on it. Yeah, so that right there was recent, and I can't wait to probably next week. My knee's feeling better. I just got a knee replacement a month ago, so I can test this bad boy here. I can't wait to feel that low recoil with the 10 millimeters. Yeah, but first I gotta wait for. Hopefully, I can get the parts that I already ordered for that one right there, so I can test that one. That one that I changed some parts, the 7.62 by 39, and that one, the Crispec. I gotta test those three next week probably. The other ones that run good have several. Oh shit, that one too had to be test because I got the bolt for Nexus, but I have the whole upper receiver from factory, the plastic one. So now I change it for aluminum. So now the system is a delay blowback system. So I gotta test that one next week. So you see my 5 10 millimeters crease back and my budget build, the Bird Creek Arsenal. I mean, that one I think has, I'm pretty sure that one have a Anderson low receiver. I have a couple of everyday carry knives right there. You know, most likely I use that the Hog automatic. Oops, phone fell. Uh, I said I got fell from the tripod. All right. Go around the block just to give you guys a better look. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate. Get the light going. Yeah, I love the shotgun, man. You know, I know the 1301 is one step up, but this is all I need. This is all I need. Fast shooting gun, man. Fast. But I love this one too, the Benelli Supernova, because you can use mini shells. So you can fit 11 in that too, plus one in the head. Yeah, 12 rounds of mini shells, Aguila mini shells. And this one is a blast shooting. This one is a copy of the Saiga. This is the SDX Lynx 12. These things, it's anything, bro. Anything. It the round have a 12 gauge shape, it will shoot it. Yeah. That one I haven't tested yet, but I can't wait for next week. It's already it's already set. I got my bore sight already set. Everything is set, ready to go. Magazines are clean, already set. Clean everything and oil everything. So ready to go. This one is a good shooting gun. And this shorty right here, 300 blackout. Yeah, 300 blackout. 5-inch barrel. I want to suppress this one. 300 blackout is the best round to suppress. And it's actually a very good for home defense. Another 300 blackout, but 16 inches. And the 7.62 by 39, 16 inches. I love that gray, man. It looks totally different than in camera. Totally different. It looks pretty good in person. I got the original magazines, painting in the same color. I like how that Holosun sits on the slide. You don't even need suppressor high sides to call witness. Sits very low. The glass sits very low in the slide, and that actually makes it more accurate. What compensator I put in my SAR 9 is the Strike Industries mini compensator. But I did modify that one. No, actually not that one. Yeah, I think I did modify that one. Yeah, so that compensator was sitting like very separate, very separate from the slide. So I had to use a drill bit and open it a little bit because after the thread has some material that is not the end of the thread, but then have another bump where you guys see right there, that line right there. So I had to actually drill a little bit inside and take a little bit of thread so I can push the compensator a little bit more closer. Break point on mine. Break point compensator. Oh shit, you won in a contest? Lucky you, man. Yeah, I mean, let me take a screenshot of this because I'm going to I'm going to try that because it doesn't look that bad, you know. But if I can get something closer, it's not bad actually. That compensator works pretty good. I had to change the spring. I put a 15 pounds spring, a lower 15-pound Ricoh spring on it because was not going back the battery. Well, not going back the battery. Actually loading the rounds. Breakpoint engineering. Okay, I got screenshot it. Old school Chicago. Thank you for your service, amigo. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. You're bloody welcome. I remember you, old school. Yeah, guys. So, like I said, that's my new addition right there. The Mac 5 and the 10 mil Chris Beck. And I can't wait to test it next week. Yeah. My knee gets a little better. I'm actually walking without a cane, so I think I'm ready to test it. Plus, I'm not shooting with the leg anyways, right? Yeah. Yep. I need to build something in the wall, man. I need to build something. How you guys like my American flag? How that looks like? Badass, right? Or this one. Pretty cool. Yeah, like I was saying, I'm probably gonna get some panels in that wall to get some hangers on it, so I can display, the guns in the actual wall. Cause it's a lot of work, not a lot of work, but it will be less work. Cause then I'm gonna have to put everything back in the safe. Right? I'm not gonna leave all this shit laying around. So every time I do a live, everything have to go back to the mighty safe. All right, guys, what is your dream gun? What is your dream gun? What's the gun that you would like to have? If you have it already, what is it? Not something out of reach, something that that there's a possibility that you can get it, you know, and is in your short term goal to have that gun. What is it? Come on, guys. Are you guys are too quiet? Say something. All right, guys. I think it's time to night. Unless you guys want to say something, ask me something, or want to see something from my gun collection. A Beretta 92. Yes, I want to have one. Um, but not. It's not my short goal to have one, since I use so many in my service. But yeah, you're right. One of the fancier models, not the regular black, not real Beretta. You want the fancy ones? Yeah, that's true. I mean, you can have it, bro. They're not out of reach. Just start putting some money. I mean, I'm not saying that you don't have the money. I'm talking shit here. What is your Kimber chamber in 45? 45. That is actually the only 145 that I have. The only one that I have with a bulky round. Well, welcome to my life, bro. Welcome to my life, Funky Tuggy. Fun Tuggy. Um, yeah, you gotta save, man. You gotta save for. I mean, it's not cheap. You know, we work hard to get this stuff. Like I said, none of this stuff is being given to me. I had to pretty much purchase everything that I have throughout the years. This is not from yesterday or from 2, 3 years ago. It's actually at 8, 9 years of buying guns. But like I said, I don't have a lot of money, so this is all I have. But you can have it, bro. Just start putting some money in the pot, separate, and don't touch it. And you're gonna have it in a blink. How many rounds do you got through your Rock Island armory? A lot, a lot. I mean, not a lot. I would say it doesn't have to be that much, but I would say maybe 800 rounds. Because I did some modification. I had test the gun after the gun. I was like, okay, the gun is reliable. I did all the modifications on it where I had to test the gun again and again and again. So that's why I put so many rounds. I mean, for some of you guys, it's 1,000 rounds, right? If the guns reach out 1,000 rounds and the gun's still shooting good, it's good. For me, no. If you get 500 rounds through that gun and the gun is still good, that's enough for me. I'm not going to war with the gun. So there's no need to put 2, 3,000 rounds to prove that the gun is good, because every barrel have a life cycle. More rounds you put through it, the sooner you're gonna have to change your barrel. It's 180. Hey there, how you doing? Wow, new collection? No, it's not new. I've been collecting for a while. I will have more, if I don't have other goals in life. But, I have a couple. Uh, that Chris Vector, that Chris Vector is 10 millimeters. Yeah, 10 millimeters. And the MP5, which is a Mac 5, uh, is a 9 millimeters. I want to get a 22 though. I want to get a 22. But I still waiting for um, my upgrades. Well, not actually upgrades, because the gun is bone stock. So additions to it, I would say, this week. So I changing the whole rail system, the one that comes from top and bottom, and putting a 13 Picatinny, 1913 Picatinny rail on the back with a brace. It's gonna be a Strike Industries brace, foldable. Your change position, just time. Okay, so old school Chicago, a 1911. Yeah, I mean, I'm not too much in the 1911s. You know, some guys are like into that shit, like really into it. The 1911s and the 2011s. But I would like to have a Benelli M4. I'm a shotgun guy. I love shotguns. But that Benelli M4, yeah. And I know, I think the Spencer Arms, I think they have a copy of the M4, but it's not the same, brother. It's not the same. It's not the same saying that you have a Panzer M4 than a Benelli M4. Yeah, that's like historic right there. Benelli M4. Spaz and M4 is the same. Spaz. I had to check that one, the Spaz. I never, mm, I don't think I heard about that one. Yeah. Spaz 12, I'm gonna check it out. I took a screenshot for your comment already, so I will definitely check on that one. There's another company that, when I had the live the other day, somebody mentioned it. I don't remember the brand right now, but they do similar to the M4. Actually, yeah, similar to the M4. Actually, similar to the 1300 or the third or the 300, the A300. But they customize everything, like the frame, the paint. Some parts are different colors. I don't remember. Maybe you guys know and you guys can refresh my mind, but they're around 2000. I would say close to $2,000, something like that. Shotguns. I had the Shorty mini shells too in my Mossberg pump shotgun. Oh, so the Mossberg can use mini shells. Nice. Yeah, I use mini shells on. That's the only one that actually takes mini shells from my shotguns. The Benelli Supernova Tactical, which is that one in the middle. I can fit 11 in the tube and one in the head, so 12 rounds, which is a good capacity for home defense. Adapter on my Maverick 88. Oh, nice. 12 for me too. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Victor Hernandez, he said that he was undecided between a shotgun and an AK-47. I will go for the AK, brother. I will go for the AK. Oh, you end up getting the AK. Okay. Riley Defense. I hear good stuff about Riley Defense. I think they have a crank cup. I was checking the other day, Riley Defense, and they have a crank cup for like $1,000. And those cranks are really hard to find, and they're expensive. They're expensive. I have one that is U.S. made, but I bought this one from a friend, right? And I can kind of like rebuild it. No, so I had to strip it, paint it with Duracoat. But this one is a crank, and it's made in Texas. It was a company. What is it? Let me see if I remember. Armory something. see if I can get shut. Close shut. Armory USA, Houston, Texas. So I did my research, and they're no longer in the business. But it's a crank, and it's chambered in 7.62 by 39. So any crank parts, everything is gonna fit on that gun right there. Yeah, I'm thinking about ordering another bolt so I can get an adjustable gas piston. But I don't want to mess up with the original one. I want to get an extra one so I can, you know, get better low recoil on it. Even this crank doesn't have a bunch of recoil. But I hear about good things about the cranks. I mean, not the cranks, the Raleigh Defense. How is this Scorpion Evo 3? Oh, nice. How is this Scorpion right there too? This one have Nexus system, which is a delay blowback. I love that gun. Nice. Oh, the whole upper is made of aluminum. It's really well built, really good. I'm happy with the system. What caliber is just great, Chris Baxter? 10 millimeters. And if home defense, what caliber will you use? Beretta A300, and I have slugs mixed with buckshots. And then on the sidearm is gonna be either my CC, which have 21 capacity of 9 millimeters, and I have a big grip, which is really nice to handle with the TLR1, which is a really nice light, or the 19X for as a pistol. But I do have 3 guns for home defense, which my other one will be my CC Scorpion. All right, till I test the Chrisback. All right, I have to test the Chrisback first. All right, I just got this one probably like 2 weeks ago, but I haven't had the chance to test it yet because I went through a surgery and a total knee replacement. I'm getting better though, so hopefully next week I can test it. Used to have an Orenco Mac 90. Nice. You sell it. So I would say 10 millimeters for home defense should be badass. Should be badass. With low recoil, and I'm thinking about putting a suppressor on it. So I'm thinking about in February, around January and February, when all these $200 shit, comes in effect. Obviously, right? Because some people are like, I don't care about the $200. I just care about, that is an NFA item and they take all your information for blah, blah, blah. I do care about that stuff too. But $200 is $200, okay? Not everybody have a lot of money. So, but at the same time, I'm thinking that when those $200 goes away, the suppressors are going up. Yeah, because I believe they're not going too high on price because they know you have to pay those $200, extra $200 for the tax stamp. So that's an addition, kind of like an addition to the price of the presser. So they like, man, if we want to sell, we can't, sell these items too expensive. But I think once those $200 goes away, those suppressors are going up. That's my opinion. Okay, so you use Ballistol. That's how you say it, Ballistol. Ballistol. Okay. Uh, for my 1911 and my AK-47. Okay. I barely. I mean, if the gun is already break in, you know, like has several rounds through it. Obviously, when a gun is new, you have to clean it, lubricate it, and then take it to the range. Clean it, inspect it, and lubricate it. All right. Don't all over lubricate the gun, but lubricate the gun. Once you break in that gun and you come back to the house and clean it with CLP, right? I would say the same CLP that I'm using to clean the gun is the same lubrication that is gonna stay in the gun. All right. I the only little lubrication that I will do on my guns, it's not gonna be even in the AKs, all right? Because I don't think the AKs need that much lubrication. Those work with mud inside, all right? Water, whatever you put that shit through it, it's gonna fire. But the only ones that I use lubrication, a little bit in the bolt where the bolt rides, and the bolt actually get in connection in and out from on the bolt carrier, which is the main item will hold the bolt. That's where I put a little bit of lubrication. Other than that, I don't put too much lubrication. It's the same lubrication that I use in the gun. Pistols the same way. Um, I don't. I just clean it with little CLP, and the same CLP that stays in the parts. That's what it stays in there. I don't over lubricate them. That shit starts smoking, when it gets hot, and starts spitting CLP or lubrication outside, and it's a whole mess. So unless the gun is not running that good, I just spray a little bit CLP. But if it's running good, minimum lubrication. That's me, okay? Some of you guys are gonna actually recommend lubrication on it. I mean, if you want like the gun that lasts longer, obviously you have to use lubrication too, because metal to metal, it's gonna wear out. Like for the pistols, I just lubricate the internals a little bit, like I say, with a Q-tip, and then dry with a Q-tip, and just leave the lubrication that stays in the springs and all that shit. I never, never, never lubricate the striker or the firing pin, right? Just clean it with CLP and put it back together. So that same coat that stays in the from CLP in the firing pin, all the components on the slide internally, that's what it stays in there. But I don't lubricate the slide inside. The only lubrication that I put a little bit is in the rails where the 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 slides run in the grip in the lower. So where the upper and the lower makes contact, the slide and the lower, that's where, and those rails will run back and forward. That's where I put a little bit of oil, and in the top of the barrel. That's it. I would like to show you now. That thing is probably like dry right now. Not dry, but little minimum lubricated. uh, let me see. I'm gonna go back. How to reload? Okay. Empty the clip below of the weapon. I can't even touch those guns right now, bro. If I touch one of those guns, I'm gonna get banned for like probably 72 hours. Okay? No joke. No joke. I moved one of the guns the other day out of camera. I don't know how YouTube, and they sent me they banned my live stream, and then they sent me the email with the time lapse where I have to go through and find the violation. And when I check, I see just the gun moving because another gun pushed it. But I was moving another gun out of camera where the other gun pushed the other one. So all you see is one gun moving, but you don't know what is going moving the gun. So that's how bad they get into this shit. Yeah, but obviously, if I can do all that, I don't care. I would do it. No, yeah. I mean, these rules are stupid. Really stupid. Really stupid. I mean, this would be a really good live stream, if I can show you with my trigger gauge, the pound, how many pounds are the triggers, the ones that I upgrade. I can break down the gun. I can show you the internal ones. Not all the time, but kind of like going through all these steps in the live streams. Obviously, not every gun in one day or in 1 hour. But when you talk about the gun, you want to show the gun. You want how to strip the gun, or not strip the gun, but um, show how the gun operates and all that stuff. Kind of like a small review, like a quick review, but you cannot do none of that stuff. That katana over there? No, it's not a real katana, but it's a real sword. It's not that fake ones, but it's not a katana. But it's nice. I like it, and it's very sharp, man. That shit will slide a watermelon in a heartbeat. Yeah, I like the Japanese culture. I was uh, I was in Japan for 4 years. 4 years. Okinawa, Japan. All right, guys. It's only four people right now in the stream, so I guess it's time to quit. I'm not a quitter, but I will see you guys next time. All right. Maybe tomorrow around 7 to 8. All right. I will appreciate. I really appreciate your guys' time. And your support. And hopefully, you guys subscribe so you can see my other videos that I have over 100 videos in my channel. And some of these upgrades that I did in my guns, they are on video. Okay. See you guys on the next one. And stay strap. Okay.